In the African wilderness, legends are not just written, they're carved into the land with tooth and claw. These are tales of power, dynasty, and loyalty. Two coalitions stand above all, the Maasai Coalition and the Mapogo Coalition. Kings of their domains, separated by a continent, yet forever linked in wildlife folklore. But what if fate had pitted these two forces against each other? Imagine the earth trembling beneath their clash. On one side, Nach and his 5 sons, the emperors of the Mara. On the other, the Mapogos, the devils of Sabi Sands. This is more than a hypothetical fight. It's a collision of philosophies, a battle for the soul of the savannah. To understand this imagined showdown, we must first meet the legends themselves. In the heart of Kenya's Maasai Mara, a legend was born. A lion named Nach, whose story would echo across the savannah for generations. Nach was instantly recognizable by a V-shaped tear in his ear, a battle scar that told of countless fights and hard-won victories. This mark became his signature, a symbol of his resilience and strength. Unlike most male lions, Nach didn't drive his sons away. Instead, his 5 sons, Junior, Ron, Caesar, Grimace, and Hunter, remained by his side. Together, they formed a coalition of 6, a rare and formidable alliance in the lion world. In the world of lions, numbers mean survival. Most coalitions are made up of 2 or 3 males, but Nach's group was twice as large, making them nearly unstoppable. Together, they patrolled vast territories, protected multiple prides, and fended off countless challengers. Their presence was a force to be reckoned with, and few dared to cross their path. Their unity was their greatest strength. Moving in perfect synchrony, they became a living wall of muscle and power, intimidating rivals and inspiring awe in all who witnessed them. When they roared, their voices merged into a thunderous chorus that echoed across the plains, a warning to all that the Maasai Coalition was near. Nach's wisdom and experience guided his sons' youthful energy and raw power. Under his leadership, they became more than just a coalition. They became a dynasty that ruled the Mara for years. Unlike most coalitions, which often fracture under pressure, Nach and his sons displayed unwavering loyalty. They groomed each other, rested side by side, and fought as one, forging a bond that was unbreakable. This deep connection was both their shield and their sword, allowing them to overcome challenges that would have shattered lesser groups. Rival coalitions and threats from all sides only made them stronger. Their story is not just one of brute force, but of family, of sticking together against all odds, and of the power that comes from true unity. The Maasai Coalition became a legend in the Maasai Mara, their empire a living testament to the strength found in loyalty and togetherness. Their reign would set the stage for a new kind of lion dynasty, one built not just on power, but on the unbreakable bonds of family. The Maasai Coalition's reputation was built on strategy and stability, not mindless aggression. By controlling prime territory, they ensured their bloodline flourished across the Mara. Their strength was their unity. A coalition of 6 was a rare, overwhelming force. Rivals often retreated at the sight of them, conserving energy and avoiding unnecessary fights. Their power was a silent threat, keeping their reign largely uncontested. Yet their experience was in stability, not the relentless violence of other regions. They were kings of a stable kingdom, not gladiators forged in constant warfare. Their legacy, dynastic success, the wisdom of experience, and the strategic advantage of numbers. The Maasai Coalition ruled with a steady paw, their legend echoing long after their reign. In the wild heart of South Africa's Sabi Sands, a legend was born, a legend that would forever change the fate of the land. This is the story of the Mapogo Coalition, a name that would soon echo with fear across the savannah. 6 powerful males, 5 of them brothers bound by blood, and the formidable outsider Makulu, came together to form a coalition that shattered every rule of lion society. Their unity was unprecedented, their ambition limitless. Their rise to dominance was both swift and brutal. The Mapogos quickly became synonymous with terror, their presence sending shockwaves through the region. No pride was safe, no rival coalition strong enough to stand in their way. They didn't just conquer territory, they annihilated all opposition. In their first year alone, the Mapogos killed over 100 lions, leaving a trail of devastation and fear wherever they went. Their reign was built on a foundation of relentless violence and intimidation. The Mapogos ruled not just with strength, but with a ferocity that had never been seen before. At the head of this fearsome coalition was Makulu, the giant leader whose size and power were unmatched. But it was Mr. T with his unmistakable mohawk mane who became the face of their brutality. Aggressive, merciless, and infamous for acts of cannibalism that shocked even seasoned observers. The Mapogos bond was forged in the fires of battle. A brotherhood of killers united by their hunger for power and survival. Together, they were unstoppable, their loyalty to each other as fierce as their violence. Yet, even among these titans, tension simmered beneath the surface. Infighting and rivalry would later threaten to tear them apart, but at their peak, their aggression and unity were unmatched by any coalition before or since. For years, they were the undisputed kings of Sabi Sands, their story one of bloody conquest, dominance, and the raw power of nature unleashed. The legend of the Mapogo Coalition remains a scar on the landscape, a haunting tale of tyranny, fear, and the relentless struggle for survival in the wild. The Mapogo Coalition ruled by brute force and psychological terror. Their methods were legendary, eliminating cubs with shocking ferocity to ensure only their bloodline survived. Each Mapogo was a battle-hardened veteran, famous for defeating larger coalitions. Their violence was calculated, a tool of domination wielded with chilling efficiency. But their greatest strength, aggression, was also their undoing. Mr. T's ambition led to internal strife, fracturing the brotherhood. Their reign was spectacular but unsustainable, a supernova destined to collapse. The Mapogos were tyrants, not kings, their legacy one of chaos and violence. For nearly a decade they were the law, their names whispered in fear. Their story is a cautionary tale about the corrupting nature of absolute power. In a hypothetical showdown, we compare two arsenals of power. The Notch Coalition's strength lies in numbers and unity, a formidable army, coordinated and efficient. Their loyalty is a crucial asset. They fight for family, not just territory. This bond gives them resilience and a psychological edge. The Mapogos, in contrast, are forged in relentless combat, specialists in brutality. Their reputation alone could unsettle opponents before a fight begins. Their style is shock and awe, maximum damage, maximum fear, but their bond is fragile, vulnerable to ego and infighting. The Notch Coalition's power is stable and enduring. The Mapogos' is immense, but volatile. In battle, unity faces off against raw ferocity. The outcome would hinge on which force holds under pressure. Picture the scene. Two coalitions meet on neutral ground, tension crackling in the air. The sun hangs low, casting long shadows over the savannah, as if nature itself is holding its breath in anticipation of the impending clash. The Notch Coalition stands united, a disciplined wall of muscle and mane. Their eyes are focused, their bodies taut with readiness. Each lion knows his place, his role, in the coming battle. Notch, scarred and wise, leads his sons, each ready to fight as one. His experience is their guiding light, his scars a testament to battles won and lost. The Mapogos approach as a menacing mob, Makulu towering, Mr. T bristling with aggression. Their reputation precedes them, a legacy of fear and dominance. There's no strategy in their swagger, only the promise of chaos. They move with a confidence born of countless victories, their very presence a challenge. Mr. T's roar shatters the silence, and the first clash is explosive. Dust flies as bodies collide, the air filled with the sounds of battle. The Mapogos charge, aiming to shock and disorient, seeking one-on-one duels to exploit their ferocity. Their strategy is simple: overwhelm and conquer. But the Notch Coalition holds firm, using numbers and unity to absorb the onslaught. They brace together, a living wall against the chaos. While Mr. T attacks, two Notch brothers flank him, turning the duel into a nightmare. Their coordination is impeccable, their movements synchronized. Notch, the field general, directs his sons, maintaining their structure against the chaos. His commands are clear, his leadership unchallenged. The battle evolves into a deadly chess match, strategy versus savagery. Each move is calculated, each response measured, each coalition fights for its legacy, every move a test of philosophy and will. The stakes are high, the outcome uncertain. The savannah holds its breath as legends collide. The outcome of this battle will echo through the ages, a testament to the power and majesty of these incredible creatures. As the dust settles, the true conflict emerges, a battle of ideologies. The Mapogos fight to break spirits, their leaders battering rams of raw power. Their philosophy, overwhelming ferocity can shatter any defense. The Notch Coalition counters with discipline and teamwork, refusing to let any brother stand alone. Their fight is for survival, for family, for legacy. The emotional stakes are high. Ego and dominance for the Mapogos, protective instinct for the Notch sons. The turning point may be emotional, a Mapogo breaking ranks, a Notch son's sacrifice. Victory depends on which philosophy endures, the Berserker's fury or the Legion's unity. Can the Mapogos' violence break the Notch will, or will unity outlast chaos? It's the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. In this imagined arena, the meaning of power is forged in blood and dust. No matter who wins, both coalitions are immortal legends. Notch and his sons left a legacy of dynasty and stability, proving the power of family bonds. The Mapogos left a legacy of terror, their reign a whirlwind of destruction. They represent two extremes, the wise king and the brutal conqueror. Their stories shape our understanding of lion society and the paths to power. Notch is the patriarch, the Mapogos, the ruthless usurpers. Their legends are forever locked in our imaginations, two mighty roars echoing across Africa. In the end, the true kings of the savannah live on in legend, eternal symbols of the wild heart of Africa. In the sun-drenched plains of Africa, legends are forged in blood, courage, and will. Among these tales, two lion coalitions stand out, the Notch and the Mapogo. Notch's story is one of a wise father and his disciplined sons, building a lasting dynasty. The Mapogo saga is of brutal brothers, whose reign of terror reshaped their world. Notch, a legendary patriarch, created a kingdom built on strength and strategy. The Mapogos, a brotherhood of 6, were called the gangsters of the Sabi Sands. Comparing them is like comparing a master strategist to a ferocious warlord. Notch expanded with careful planning while the Mapogos dominated through fear. These tales explore power, family, strategy, and survival in Africa's wild heart. Prepare to enter their world where only the strongest survive. The Notch Coalition story begins with a lion named Notch, marked by a V-shaped tear in his ear. This distinctive mark set him apart, a symbol of his resilience and battles fought. Notch was more than a fighter, he was a wise leader who understood the savannah's power balance. His gaze often seemed to pierce through the horizon, contemplating the future of his pride. He knew brute force wasn't enough, it required patience, intelligence, and family strength. Notch's interactions with his pride were filled with a gentle authority, guiding them with a firm yet caring paw. Notch mentored his sons, teaching them the ways of the wild. He imparted lessons on survival, hunting, and the importance of unity. His sons, united under his leadership, learned from his every move. They observed his strategies and absorbed his wisdom, preparing for the day they would lead. They saw how he navigated social structures and chose battles carefully. Notch's sons learned the art of diplomacy and the importance of picking the right moment to assert dominance. Notch's sons stayed with him, forming a powerful unit, unusual and key to their success. Their bond was their strength, a rare coalition that defied the typical solitary nature of male lions. They expanded their empire with strategy, using numbers and coordination. Their synchronized movements during hunts and territorial patrols showcased their unity and tactical prowess. Their presence often made rivals retreat without a fight. The mere sight of the Notch Coalition was enough to instill fear and respect in other lions. Notch's legacy was not just ruling but teaching, ensuring his sons became formidable rulers. He instilled in them the values of leadership, responsibility, and the importance of family. The story of Notch and his sons is a testament to mentorship, family bonds, and intelligent leadership. Their journey is a powerful example of how strength is amplified through unity and wisdom. It shows that the strongest dynasties are built on wisdom and discipline. The legacy of Notch and his sons continues to inspire, a reminder that true power lies in the bonds we forge and the knowledge we pass on. In the heart of the Sabi Sand, a legend was born, one that would haunt the African wilderness for years to come. The Mapogo Coalition's name became synonymous with violence, dominance, and an unyielding reign of terror. Their story is not just about survival, but about rewriting the very rules of power in the wild. This brotherhood of 6 formidable lions rose to power through relentless and brutal conquest, leaving a trail of fear wherever they went. Their arrival sent shockwaves through the lion population, as few had ever witnessed such coordinated aggression. Led by the wise and battle-scarred Makulu, the coalition became an unstoppable force. Their unity was forged in constant conflict, each member hardened by the endless struggle for dominance. Their purpose was singular and ruthless, to eliminate all competition. They annihilated rival males with merciless tactics, showing no hesitation in their quest for supremacy. Prides were shattered overnight, their social structures torn apart. Kings who once ruled with confidence were dethroned in a matter of hours, their legacies erased by the Mapogos' relentless advance. The Mapogos conducted a purge unlike anything seen before, rewriting the rules of survival with terrifying force. Their presence alone was enough to send entire prides fleeing in panic. Their unity was their greatest weapon. Moving and ruling as one, they became a living storm, unstoppable, unpredictable, and feared by all. At the heart of this coalition, the core trio, Makulu, the infamous Mr. T, and the fierce Kinky Tail, stood out as an army of terror. Their reputations grew with every battle, their names whispered in fear across the savannah. In just a single year, the Mapogos conquered vast territories, expanding their domain further than any coalition before them. It's estimated they killed over 100 lions, males, females, and even cubs, leaving devastation in their wake. Their meteoric rise was a testament to the power of aggression and the effectiveness of a united front. No other coalition had ever matched their ferocity or their strategic brilliance. The Mapogos were more than just lions, they were a phenomenon, a force of nature that operated outside the boundaries of normal lion behavior. Their actions changed the landscape of the Sabi Sands forever. Their reign was a chilling reminder of the wild's brutal reality, where only the strongest and most ruthless survive. The Mapogos embodied the raw, unforgiving spirit of the African bush. They proved, with every conquest, that sometimes the path to power is paved with the bones of your enemies. Their legacy is written in the scars of survivors and the silence of those they destroyed. The story of the Mapogo Coalition is one of raw, untamed strength, brotherhood, and the chaos that true power can unleash upon the wild. The Notch and Mapogo coalitions represent two dramatically different leadership philosophies, each shaping the destiny of their prides in unique ways. Notch, the wise patriarch, focused on creation and continuation. His vision was to build a secure, thriving kingdom for his bloodline, ensuring that his legacy would endure for generations. His leadership was marked by careful strategy, valuing cooperation among his coalition, and nurturing the bonds that held his pride together. He understood that true strength came from unity and patience. The Notch coalition avoided unnecessary fights, focusing instead on stability, peace, and the long-term survival of their family. Their reign was defined by a sense of order and purpose. In stark contrast, the Mapogos ruled through fear and brute force, led by the infamous Makulu and the unpredictable Mr. T. Their reign was a relentless storm of violence, eliminating rivals and crushing any threat that dared to challenge their dominance, leaving a trail of chaos in their wake. The Mapogos enforced a brutal hierarchy, ruling as tyrants over both their enemies and their own pride members, demanding absolute submission. Their approach was undeniably effective in the short term, as they ruled through sheer intimidation and the constant threat of violence. However, this method was inherently unstable, requiring endless battles to maintain control and creating a growing list of enemies eager for revenge. While Notch built a future for his sons and the generations to come, the Mapogos created only a chaotic present, where power was fleeting and always under threat. Their kingdom was held together by aggression alone, a self-consuming blaze of power that could not last. In the end, the Mapogos ruled a kingdom of chaos, held by terrifying aggression, while Notch's dynasty stood as a testament to the enduring strength of unity and vision. The territories of these coalitions mirrored their philosophies. Notch's domain in the Maasai Mara was a prosperous kingdom, overseen by a royal family. His sons patrolled different parts, ensuring stability and peace. Their rule allowed prides to thrive, securing the future for generations. The Mapogos territory in the Sabi Sands was forged in fear. They held it through conquest and intimidation, a battleground of dominance. Their reign impacted lion dynamics, creating a vacuum of competition. The Mapogos' rule was destructive, a kingdom of fear and violence. Their territory was a land under siege, patrolled by brutal kings. The Notch and Mapogo coalition's battle tactics reflected their philosophies. The Notch coalition fought like a disciplined military unit, valuing intelligence and coordination. Led by Notch, they used teamwork and strategy to outmaneuver opponents. Their attacks were calculated, overwhelming rivals with minimal risk. The Mapogos fought with raw, untamed power, relying on overwhelming force. Their battles were spectacles of violence, crushing opposition with aggression. Mr. T personified their approach, relentless and ferocious. The Mapogos' tactics were direct, their strength rendering strategy unnecessary. This raises a question: is disciplined strategy or overwhelming aggression more effective? Both coalitions found success, suggesting different paths to victory. The Notch coalition's discipline contrasted with the Mapogos' raw power. Their stories highlight the diverse strategies of survival in the wild. The Notch and Mapogo coalitions became symbols of opposing forces. Notch's coalition symbolized dynasty, order and legacy, built on wisdom and cooperation. They were architects of the savannah, representing family and strategic foresight. Notch's greatest achievement was his son's success, ensuring his legacy. The Mapogos symbolized destruction, chaos and untamed aggression. They were revolutionaries, reshaping the world through violence. Their story is a reminder of nature's raw power and survival's harsh reality. The Mapogos were warlords, their unity forged in violent ambition. They were legends, living on their terms, embodying untamed strength. Both coalitions represent essential forces in the natural world. The legacies of Notch and the Mapogos offer different answers to lasting power. Notch's legacy is one of continuity, his dynasty living on through his sons. The Four Musketeers became legendary rulers carrying his teachings. Their power was enduring, passed down through generations. The Mapogos' legacy was a brilliant, violent explosion, feared and dominant. However, their kingdom built on violence was consumed by it. As they aged, new challenges arose, and their bonds frayed. Their story is a cautionary tale. Power built on fear is brittle. Notch's legacy is subtle but permanent, continuing in his descendants. The Mapogos left a legend of unchecked power, while Notch left a dynasty. One legacy is a scar, the other is woven into the landscape. Their stories challenge our perceptions of real and enduring power. As the sun sets, the tales of these Lion Kings echo in the twilight. We have witnessed Notch's dynasty and the Mapogos' ferocity. Each coalition achieved power and fame, ruling with different philosophies. Their sagas force us to question the nature of power itself. Is true strength in building a lasting empire or in absolute dominance? Notch's path was creation and mentorship. The Mapogos' was fear and legend. The world needs both forces, stability and revolutionary change. Both coalitions achieved their goal, passing on their genes and leaving a mark. As their stories settle, which legacy resonates with you? In Africa's silent plains, the debate continues with every sunrise.